I'm a little early, um, but I'm wondering if that's one way to catch a couple new viewers by surprise. Of course, the regulars know about me, so that's not a problem. Noodles is around somewhere. Probably planning to start my show when I start my show, which might be the case. But anyway, I'm up. I'm here. I had a pretty basic dream last night. Nothing really fancy. Oh, okay. It wasn't really last night. It was this morning. That's one reason I'm a little late getting up. But it's not a dream based on stupidity. It's actually a dream based on the American Truck Simulator. That is, you almost have enough now to buy a decab truck in the game for full cash, full retail price. And I'm like, yeah, I could buy a truck. Which would be kind of nice to have. But the question is, do I really want to buy a truck right now? In the game. And the reason I say that is because while you're still driving somebody else's fleet of trucks, you don't have to pay for diesel, you don't have to pay for repairs, you don't have to pay for anything. You're just leasing the truck from that organization to get the deliveries done that they want you to finish. True, you're not going to be able to hang up fancy decorations on it or anything because you're going to be changing trucks every single delivery, but never really found a reason to worry about. Some say the same issue with renting an apartment. Yeah, it's true. But you know what? There's also a nice thing of owning your own truck or owning your own apartment too. Might as well bring them both up. If you own your own house or condo, well, whatever goes on inside the four walls of a condo is independent of the homeowners association, and they can't regulate you to death. Okay, homeowners associations are bane of rentals. I mean, for condominium owners, they have to deal with the condo association, which is a homeowners association, HOA. When I was looking for houses on Zillow, I would deliberately look for everything that did not have an HOA or condo association associated with it. So likewise with the same thing with the truck. You know, not only do you have to deal with the fact that you have to pay for your own maintenance, your fuel. This is one of the reasons why real truckers are actually kind of leaving the industry. Because of the hyper-inflated fuel prices for diesel. How you doing, Krista? Truckers are leaving the industry because their deliveries that they're getting barely cover the fuel and upkeep taxes on the truck. So an American Truck Simulator makes sense. It's you're going to go ahead basically lease the truck from the company that wants you to make a shipping. Because if you do that, they pay for the maintenance, they pay for the diesel. All you have to do is just be the hot person in the seat sitting there and getting the stuff from point A to point B. But if you had your own tractor, you could always just go cruise. You know, just go wherever you want. You know, say, throw a questionnaire and say, I'm not working today. I'm going for a cruise instead. I'm going to cruise the American highway system. Nothing wrong with that. Except that no one's going to pay for your diesel. You're not going to be paid for delivering a load. Which kind of sucks. Right now, it's, I don't know what the temperature outside right now is. I haven't checked yet. I just got up about 9:30. I slept in. I had a good dream. Just chilling out. Yeah, it was just a good dream. Apparently, I'm getting pretty good at waking up and turning the alarm off half asleep, which means I'm going to need to find an alarm clock that's a little more complicated. Oh, well, at least I can see the weather. Right now, it's 14 degrees Celsius outside. That's not bad. It's about 60 degrees right now, just waking up. Today will be a high of 66, which isn't bad. Tomorrow will be a little cooler, about 65, 64, 18 degrees Celsius. Then Mother turns the heat up a lot. Friday, a high of 27 degrees. Saturday, 34 degrees. Sunday, 33 degrees. Fucking great. I'm going to be cooking. Alright. So, I got 2 days that are going to be wild to go do something. Maybe a porch show. Who knows? Tonight is Wednesday. They want to play World of Warcraft tonight. Oh boy. A lot of messages here. Now, 30 emails. I'll have to get to those afterwards. Well, Mama has a plan. I don't know what it is exactly. Maybe she took the spring steward behind the woodshed and basically gave him a good, strong talking to and said, you gotta start getting temperatures up to the right time of year. What you just did was fine, but she says, farmers need the weather to be even warmer so they can start growing their crops. Well, maybe. Yeah, it's a little cool right now. But it is going to be warming up. I promise you that. When you start seeing temperatures of 30 degrees, you're going to be going like, Michelle, it's too hot! My dog is sweaty, I'm sweaty, even my pipes are sweaty. No, there's most of them is junk mail. Nothing secret about my junk mail. Political emails mainly. Here's a sample of the kind of emails I get. Facebook, you have 4 notifications about Stab and others. Who the hell is that? Winchester Republicans caucus to endorse candidates for judges of probate and register of voters with image this time. Sorry. So that's from May 22nd from the Winston Republicans caucus to endorse candidates for judge of probate and register of voters. Okay. Registrar of voters. That's kind of cool. New live on your channel. Marco Rubio. Winchester Republicans, 6 p.m. and caucus to endorse candidates. Yeah. Breaking intel REI regarding Durham. Train World 2022 Republicans. Bad news to Marco only days before his deadline. Okay. Nikki Haley, would you be interested in this? I want to congratulate you on your official nomination to the What? That's just the mailing list. Mike Pence, Marco Rubio fell short of his 5:15 deadline goal. Ron Johnson, I'm asking for you. 8-time match alert. Ned Norris, an old-time radio series which never disappoints. Ron Johnson, Team Ron Johnson, back in the blue. It's National Police Week. Okay, now that's an interesting one because I support the police. I believe in the police. Okay? Let's see. Ron John again. Ultra, mega, and proud. Biden said something really mean about you. Oh, shut up. Ted. Election upset again. Jim Jordan, Marco Rubio, 800 match activate. Nikki Haley, extending to personal invitation. Conservative polls, Ron Johnson, Trump social media. Finally. Alright, I got all the cut up. It's all political. Alright. But the endorsing of Register of Voters the Winston Republicans does sound interesting. Suspense. Oh, that's a radio show? Craig Sr. said, Tiger Kenny, you're here. I was hoping you would come in. Let's get the piano open, guys. Let's get the piano open. Craig, I want you on today. Tiger Kitty, I want you on. Actually, Hobo, I want you on if you're free. Okay. Tap and... The only thing you didn't do was copy the link. Oh, no! Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Alright. That's easy fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. Yeah. It's the same link as everybody else knows anyway. No big deal. Well, you know the link. I know the link. The Joels know the link too, unfortunately. Yeah, the Trolls know the link. Everybody knows the link. Get some people on here today. In this cooler day of the week. You know damn well Noodles is gonna noodle, right? Yeah, he's gonna come on sooner or later. Tell me about how great he is and how his show is top quality and here's the thing that Noodles tends to forget. For his audience style, this show is fine. It works for him. There's nothing wrong with that. My show has a different type of clientele. There is no easy way to try to integrate everybody else's audience into your show without losing your integrity, or your individuality, I should say, not your integrity. Maybe that too, depending on what the show is doing. But individuality, you don't want to lose your individuality. Have another show that's another one of those, I'm the same as everybody else shows. Not to say that my show doesn't have a lot of similar traits with every other Google panel show out there. Because it does. kind of makes it kind of sad in some ways because I would love to continue to be creative. Alright. Creativity, however, sometimes doesn't always come conveniently. I mentioned something about music copyrights last night. I'm going to finish what I'm saying about that. Only because I think it's a good valid point. You can buy music licensing to allow you to put music on your show. Therefore, because you bought the copyright permission from the publisher, you can use the music on your show. How you doing, Kevin? Unfortunately, hi Krista. Unfortunately, Warner Music Group, Universal Music Group, and Sony Music Entertainment rarely, if ever, will sell you a license for YouTube content creators. Thus, you find that the music you like is basically, for all technical reasons, is off the menu. Music that is blocked worldwide, for example, is particularly a red herring because those songs are prevented from being in your replay and will cause your whole replay to be blocked worldwide. Ineligible to receive monetization from a show may not be a major issue, but I rather work with music publishers that at least will share the monetization. I don't mind that. I like that. Let's be honest. Take a look at the video that Tiger Kitty has. It has a song on it that the publisher is willing to share the copyright monetization revenue. I don't like playing that video because I know that he's still going to get paid, I'm going to get paid, and that people can get to see what the dynamics on my channel. I didn't even get a chance to fully explain how that worked yesterday. That's why I'm explaining it really quick again. Noodles is noodling me again. Alright, go ahead. Yes, Noodles.
All right, Michelle, listen, it's going to be a beautiful weekend in New York City.
Yeah, I know.
Why don't we get Stan to, bring you down here. I'll drive you guys around. We can do the content, Michelle, and you can have, you can do whatever you want. I think you got to start making more videos, stuff like that. You said you wanted to get more creative.
Well, first of all, we don't even know what Stan's schedule is. We don't even know anything about what his weekend schedule is. So we may not be able to do it this weekend.
All right, but let's work on this, Michelle. Don't ignore this, Michelle. I'm willing to help you out. Listen, Michelle, whatever I say to you, joking around, I truly believe that you have one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. I think that your potential is, for some strange reason, being held back. I'm not going to blame any. All right?
Nils, I haven't even physically met you in person yet. I don't feel comfortable going into a car with a person I have never physically met. I met Stan in person. I got to know Stan personally pretty well. And if Stan's free, I'm sure he wouldn't mind going for a day trip too.
All right.
But when the price of fuel, are you saying that you want to drive 2 cars around New York City?
Well, I can show you where to go. I can take you around, and we can go to certain places that, for instance, I think you at the memorial would be great. All right, I could take you around the memorial. If we have to get you like a wheelchair, Michelle, if you can't, whatever, I'll get you a wheelchair out here. I'll bring the wheelchair. You don't have to pack all that stuff in.
I can walk with the walker most of the time.
Yeah, but Michelle, it's a long walk. Like when you walk through the city, it's not like you're just walking.
Yeah, I know. I've been through Connecticut. I know what it's like when you drive like from one end of Winston to the other, which is equivalent to about 2 of your city blocks. Um,
I think Michelle, if you don't take advantage of this, all right, you're missing out. And if you said you really want to be more creative and stuff like that, this is what I can offer you. I'm just trying to, again, you don't have to do it, but I'm telling you, it's there, and I think you're missing out if you don't do it.
well, I definitely would like to see Carlos Bakery because I liked Cake Boss the show when it was on,
Okay.
and then there's a few other things I would like to eventually go back to is look at the casinos in Atlantic City someday.
Well, that's going to be what, a 6-hour drive for you,
Yeah,
7-hour drive.
that means
So
I have to put money down for gas. So you figure it's about $100 gas trip right there, just to make sure that to pay for the driver, wear and tear on the car.
Michelle, it's up to you. If I can do it, I'll help you out, Michelle. I'm telling you, you're missing out on a big opportunity, because I'm going to tell you something right now. You're just doing these shows, and I saw the video of you when you were driving with your landlord. That was kind of exciting, but you weren't really going anywhere. I would love for you to make those videos. I'd love for you to live stream in New York City. I'd love for you to, as a fan, that would make I think your show way more exciting.
I think it'd be more exciting to see some of the thing besides the inside of someone's car. I think that would be more exciting to maybe go into some of the buildings, like the Empire State Building, for example. Maybe the Chrysler Building.
We'll bring you to the memorial. The memorial will be good. We can bring you to some of the pizza places out there. Stuff like that. I mean, you don't have to go everywhere, but it's not that. Put it to you this way: if you took 3 hours out of your day to travel throughout Manhattan, you might get to 3 different places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Well, do you still have to have a vaccine passport to go places then?
No.
Okay, they lifted that.
I haven't been asked since last summer.
Okay. How you doing, Johnny? Well, I don't know. Let's see what could possibly be arranged.
I mean, what else, Michelle? What else are you gonna do?
Well, Craig has
do?
invited me to Fire Island a couple times.
Yeah, so Michelle, get out and do stuff. I mean, no offense, but like these shows are okay, but like they're not really tearing anything up, and I'm guilty of it too. There's a lot of places I can go.
Yeah, I know.
Like Michelle,
I know the shows.
I would pay for you to get on one of those horse and carriage rides throughout Central Park.
Yeah, I know the shows are pretty staid. I know that they do have an audience, and they do have the clientele, and I do know that. And I do know some of them would like to see more exciting stuff. I agree with the audience on that. I'm not against doing it. Like I said, I have to feel comfortable with the people I'm with to do it. And that's where if Stan wants to do it, or maybe Tiger Kitty wants to do it, or even Craig, because he did invite me and Ed originally to Fire Island. Yeah.
Well, do you feel comfortable with Stan?
I feel comfortable with Stan because I got to know the man personally. I got to know who he was. I got the chance to talk to him out in my home. I got to know who he was. and that's what made me a little more comfortable with him, is because I felt, because I mean, I didn't feel that he was, just a stranger I've never personally met. At first he was, but then I got used to knowing him, and I realized he wasn't a bad guy. Sometimes with me, you gotta get over the crusty protection layer that basically keeps me safe from getting killed, raped, and assaulted, and that's important. You have to get to know that I have been abused, used, spindled, mutilated many times, and so I'm very cautious about new things.
Michelle, I promise you, if that that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. If that happens to you, that means that someone killed me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But I promise you, if you're with me, no, that's not going to
happen. There's another place I want to check out. -5 Ice Bar. Yeah. In the in the New York Hilton. -5 Ice Bar. Where the temperature is -5 degrees Celsius. It's basically a big...
Like videos? Like, do they make, does Stan have like a high quality a video camera or something like that?
Do I know anybody else who makes videos? No.
There's no one in this area that would, if you came out to Manhattan, right? There's no one in this area.
Well, Stan does videos.
Okay, so then if Stan's got a camera, this is what we do. We record everything. We do the live stream too. We record stuff so that you have at least weeks and weeks of videos that you can put out of you in certain areas or whatever, and
Right, Stan was doing for a while was doing the morning drives, which were fun because when he was free or wasn't too busy, he would come on Google Meets and he would just drive around, and we would talk about the history of the areas that he's driving through and everything, and that was always cool. And I'm hoping to see that again. I'm hoping to see those type of things where we could have Stan feature more of his driving videos when he's free. But people do have schedules and things that they have to do, and so it takes time to get it all coordinated.
Well, if you're down for this weekend, talk to Stan. If you're down, I'll we'll do it.
We'll see what happens. Because also, don't forget, Craig Sr. wanted me originally to come visit him on Fire Island for the summer for a few weeks.
You're going to go out to Fire Island for a few weeks?
At the 9/11 memorial of the World Trade Center. Okay.
Yeah.
And I still would like to go visit the Carlos Bakery someday.
Well, that's not that far. If you come down here, I can get you out there. That's probably like maybe with traffic, maybe like 45 minutes away.
Okay. Let me ask you a New York question. What is the least expensive apartments you can buy or rent in New York? I'm just curious. I'm just curious what the going rate is for an apartment in New York for a 1-bedroom.
Probably about $2,000.
Oh my God. That doesn't include heat, does it? That's a good question.
You're paying the mortgage. It's ridiculous, Michelle.
Yeah. So how do people afford to live in New York?
They get subsidies. They get they've lived here a long time and they can't. Some people are only paying $800 a month, but they've been here for like 40 something years.
Right.
They can't raise the rent on them. If you're just walking in.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the rent. The rent is fixed. Yeah, I have noted that. We don't have that rent control in Connecticut. So that's what kind of something I've heard about, but I don't know anything about that because we don't have that in Connecticut. It would be interesting. I thought they were trying to get rid of rent control in New York. I guess they decided not to.
Well, they want to get rid of it because they want to kick all these people out, and they want to build. They want to make the buildings bigger, or renovate them, and
Right.
they want to make more money. Taxes go up there; they're not making any.
So, what about some of the other boroughs, though? For example, like Bronx. The Bronx, I know, has always been kind of rough. Brooklyn may be nice. Queens. My father grew up in Queens. My father originally lived in New York. He was born and raised in New York.
I know someone who's paying 28 in Queens. There's the 2,800 a month for a 1-bedroom in Queens.
Wow. That's ridiculously high. That is high. Yay. It's still interesting though, but that's way more than I can afford. How about what do you mean by no? That's you think I nag you enough now? Fuck it up, guys! I got better rent this month. Yeah, I believe you. Oh yeah, and rats. Yeah, I know that. Oh, do I not know about New York's rat and roach problem? Louis Rossman on his channel shows it all the time. And inadequate parking everywhere. In the city that comes up with policies out of their ass that no one ever heard of. I don't even know how business can even work in New York. How does New York compare with a Republican-run city? Look at Winston, that's Republican-run. It's small, it's quiet. Any larger cities as examples from? I don't know. Maybe Texas? Texas is a state. Oh. Good for a visit, though. Everybody should experience it once. Okay. Yeah, there's only a few things in New York I really want to experience, and one of them is the -5 Ice Bar. It's in the New York Hilton Hotel, and the other one is Carlos Bakery in Hoboken, New Jersey, and the Empire State Building. I've been to the Statue of Liberty when I was for my high school field trip. It's okay. Took a lot of snapshots from that. Riding the ferry. I love the ferry ride. The ferry ride was fun. So we'll have to see how that works. Noodles, I think your lens on your camera needs a little cleaning. It looks like it's gonna. I see fingerprints in your lens and your camera.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You're looking at the lights, Michelle.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the lights, but I'm also can see fingerprints. That just makes them very noticeable.
What about now?
Now you got grease smears all over it. Just take a clean T-shirt or a clean paper towel and just clean it.
It's the lights, Michelle.
Okay, whatever. I'll leave it alone. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Okay, I agree. Kind of need some more changes. I remember one time I went with my landlord to a small little diner, and he bought me some Belgian pancakes or waffles with chocolate chips in them. And there was a cute sign on the door, on the wall. I took a picture of that, and I actually was joking around about it. But something about coffee, and it was just kind of cute. I haven't done much of that lately. But when the
Michelle,
opportunities do come, I do take it, to get out.
if you come out here, right, what you got to do, you have any business cards or anything?
Business cards, yeah, I do. I have a shitload of them.
Right. You bring a bunch of business cards because people are going to come up to us and be like, "Who is this?" Because we're going to be recording you and we're just going to give them business cards.
Yeah. Should get some new ones printed though, because the new one. I mean, because your phone numbers have changed and stuff like that.
And I really think
the
we
phone
should put
numbers
you in
are
a
fine,
wheelchair.
but 1304 doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I know.
I think we should put you in a wheelchair and we should make a sign on the back or on the front or on the side saying, MicheleMarieDalene, Snow Queen on YouTube and like all that stuff. And, you'll get more subs.
No, what I'm saying is I can go to Vistaprint and actually update that to show my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel information. Because
yeah, but you need a banner on the wheelchair.
To keep handwriting all the information into the back of the cards. It costs a little extra to have back and front of the cards printed, but Snowbillies. How you doing? And then, of course, people also originally Boston Girl Bridget was going to come by here one day, which she never did. Then, of course, like I said, I've had people say that they wanted to come down here. Tiger Kitty still wants to visit. I don't know when she's going to do that. So right now, there's a lot of people that said they'd like to come, but then they never fell through. And then we have hippie chick. She lives in New Jersey. She was gonna have me come out and visit her store in New Jersey. That was years ago. I don't know if she still wants to come down there. I talked to a vlogger. I left a message with Vlogger Puppets. It's called Vlogger now, and he gave a thumbs up saying that he saw my message, but he didn't get back to me about being on my show. He was hoping to be on people's panels. I said, what about my panel? Haven't seen you in a while. So, in fact, I wonder why he was desperate enough to get people on this, for panels. Let me show you that missed video. It's nothing secret or confidential or anything. It's from Blogger's own channel. I'm going to just pull this up here because Stan CT pointed it out to me. Also, Ed's doing better now. So let's get this video up.
I'm trying to get on panel.
Alright. Can I click on the link? Thank you. Alright.
So I've got...
Pause it so I can rewind to the beginning.
I'm trying to get on panel.
Try it again. Alright, fine. I got it. Scene 3. I gotta get a stream deck someday. It'll be nice if I had buttons for all this shit. Well, you still end up making edits anyway. Pretty much, yeah. Alright, so let me click on the gear. Google Chrome, YouTube. Alright, here we go. This is from Blogger Puppets, he used to be known as. So let's see what he's got to say. Put captions on. Captions. Alright, let's go. It's not that long.
If anybody has panel available, I'll be on your panel if you like, I think it's a good idea to have me on your panel. It's not like I'm doing anything lately. I could be on panel now. Promote my channel on panel. All right.
That's it. You just said, I just looking at me on the panel because I guess he's trying to find ways to promote his products, his puppets. Still an interesting idea. But, why doesn't he, get back to me and let me know if he's still interested? He's a chump. Good point. Still, it would be interesting to see something like that. Blogger puppets come in to visit. Classic can show other people, but doesn't want people to make a caricature out of him. Yeah. I don't know the story with that. You're right. A lot of people like blogger puppets on my channel. If he wants to promote his puppets, he should send you a Snow Queen puppet. I think he did. Whatever happened to Jin Lexor? He has the original Muppet Michelle. I haven't even seen that one in a long time. Probably been repurposed by now. Maybe. He was mad, so mad he sliced his voice up, or a looming puppet. He said make it sword. Yeah, I remember that. Strange. Yeah. I'm not afraid to go anywhere. If I know the person, like I said, Noodles, I would do it. But you know what happened though is the loss of donations has really seriously curtailed a lot of projects. So I mean, like, we're not gonna get paid on the 22nd this month. I'm talking about payment from AdSense nonsense. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why they have to be tied to that $100 minimum rule. They really should make it maybe $50, especially since not everybody brings home $100 a month. Maybe someday. Someday never comes. Right. How you doing, Smickle Cat? Sorry, the billing period's already over. It's gonna get paid on June 22nd. Right now, I got the empty nest feeling. For anybody who doesn't really think about it, I do miss having Ed around, but unfortunately, I'm glad he's not here, especially since right now he can't physically handle it. But I do kind of miss it. So, what are your Get Little 90 on TikTok. Oh, I don't know. Tiger Kitty. Guys, I really don't. Right now, I'm not sure. I feel kind of weird. Lately, I've been feeling kind of like between different places. Getting used to the empty apartment feeling again is kind of hard. You lived with a guy for a year. You slept in your bed with him for a year. You kind of get used to that after a while. All I know is this Noodles is showing me a stock room. I don't know what kind of stock that is. It's showing me a stock room. I don't know sound, but yeah, I know.
Michelle, I'm back.
Just show me, what was that, the stock room that you were just in?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in the conference room of the VA hospital. This is where the president gives speeches when it comes to.
Okay, so do you work in the hospital or do you just visit?
No, I just hang out.
Okay. I am happy to see him in a better place, yes. I agree that this place was not appropriate for his well being anymore because of his issues with his physical health. As Stan pointed out also in this yesterday's update, there's looks like Ed may had suffered from nutritional issues as well. And he may have been malnourished in certain vitamins and minerals. There's a menorah
that's the sacred menorah
of the Jewish holiday.
That the president lights.
Yeah, Festival of Lights. Not surprisingly, that's an electric one. But it's still pretty though.
Yeah, this is a government menorah.
Yeah. Well, it's still pretty cool looking though.
Yeah.
Yeah, VA, Department of Veteran Affairs. Does it smell like pee? Oh, does what smell like pee? We just changed the sheets. Clean the kitchen floor, which was grubby. Just pointing out, that
It's gonna take half hour next. You guys need to be here, right? No.
However, next you guys need to be here.
We're trying to get access to this one once in a while. I have the cup,
I think he's talking to somebody else. Background.
Yeah.
WC says when you drink beer and eat pizza every day, you won't get all your vitamins. Right. I even asked him. I said, "Why don't you take the multivitamin supplement I take every day?" And he's like, "That's girls' vitamins." Yeah. Why? You think it's gonna give you instant boobs or something? I need men's vitamins, he said for himself. I'm like, fine, but right now all we have is women's vitamins, but it'd still be better for you than nothing at all. I mean, let's be honest here. Pizza can be nutritional valuable. But the problem is, it's not really when you're not mixing it with other things to make a more balanced, complete meal. Yeah. So anyway, all I know is that just makes a difference. You know, he gave himself. I mean, he gave up on himself. That's really what was killing him. Was he gave up on himself. Ed stopped believing he could do anything. Ed finally threw his hands in the air and says, "Why bother? Try."
Michelle, is it true that Ed used to spit on your floor?
No. Not on a regular basis, anyway. The problem is when you talk about food, especially processed food, as the processing of the food, a lot of the nutrients get washed out in the processing. I've looked at a lot of the stuff that Cumberland Farms sells, and this stuff has no nutritional value at all. Then you go into some other stores, and you can find, for example, that certain orange juices have more nutritional value. For example, I don't understand why that is, but it's almost like the convenience stores buy the cheapest, lowest grade materials they can get, and then mark the prices up high enough to make a profit because they bought crap in the first place. And it doesn't matter which convenience store you go to because that's the way they're oriented. Sell shitty food at good prices. It's something to think about when you add in the subpar quality of certain food. And yet the thing is so many people don't even look at the wrapper. If you look at the wrapper, the vitamins and the minerals, it just isn't there. It's a vitamin wasteland. There's nothing there. Oh, maybe you got vitamin A, and maybe if you're lucky, you might see vitamin B. Good luck if you can find anything with vitamin C or vitamin D. The milk has vitamin D, but then vitamin D fortified milk is pretty much expected because that's maintained at certain levels for health. Well, cooking for one is kind of the pits. Like last night, I had a Hormel complete meal, microwavable thing. Kind of convenient, right? Put it in the microwave for 1 minute. Ding, done, eat, done. So then I had a raw corn on the cob on the side. And that was okay. Noodles. You can actually help prove a point here.
So
You're looking at exactly some of the stuff that I'm talking about. Could
Wait,
you
let's
do
say it
me a
again?
favor and grab me one of those Snickers bars that you just walked by, and take a look at the
You want the
back of
you want the almond or the original?
Just grab one. I want to see what the nutritional
Oh,
expectations are in the back.
all right. So it's 2 servings.
Yeah, I know.
All
It's a
right.
big one. Yeah, I know.
220 calories per serving.
Right.
11 grams of fat. 4 grams of saturated fat. Trans fat 0. Cholesterol 5 milligrams. Sodium 115 milligrams. Total carbs 29 grams. Dietary fiber 1 gram. Total sugars 25 grams. Protein 4 grams. Vitamin D 0. Calcium 4%. Iron 0. And potassium 2%.
In other words, of course, there's no bread in that, so there's not going to be any B complex vitamins in that either. It's not
No.
going to be any of that stuff.
No.
So
we can go to these Quest Zero Sugar buttercups.
Okay, I never heard of this one, but
all right, so 2 cups, 190 calories, 15 grams of total fat, 9 grams saturated fat, cholesterol 0, sodium 125 milligrams, carbohydrates 13 grams, fiber 4 grams, total sugar 1 gram, protein 11 grams. So kind of the same crap.
Let's get some potassium in it too. So in other words, what I'm asking Paul, but just 2 random things, is the fact is that many candy bars have virtually no nutritional value whatsoever.
Right.
They don't. What part of Connecticut are you? I'm in Litchfield County, northwest Connecticut, corner, right below Sandusfield, Massachusetts.
Michelle, you ever have these?
Oh yeah, crunchy peanuts.
I'm gonna get one.
Now, by the way, could you pull up a gallon or pull up a milk gallon? I want to see how much vitamin D is in a gallon of milk, because I'm actually curious.
Again, this is the VA. It's not a grocery store.
Oh, it's pretty sophisticated.
Yeah, there actually is no milk. I think the milk should have been over here. It's not even there.
Really?
Doesn't look like they have any milk. And there's no milk.
Okay. Well, I could pull some milk up out of my refrigerator. Let me tell you what I can tell you right now. Cumberland Farms milk is... Well, actually, let me go ahead and compare 2 different milks at the same time. Let me go get my milks. I'll show you the difference between Market 32 milk, which I just about finished, and brand new Cumberland Farms milk I haven't drinking yet. Now, as far as I know, these 2 could be packaged from the same dairy. Okay. So, alright, someone's come on the... Oh, come on, ring the doorbell again, panel. Okay, I see you. It's Paul. Okay, let's get Paul on here. Good morning. Okay, so let's compare. This is from Market 32. As far as I know, 150 calories per cup milk, 240 milliliters. Alright, total fat is 8 grams, 10% USD value. Saturated fat is 25%, trans fat is 0. Cholesterol is 11%, sodium is 5%.
How are you?
How did we get here, guys? Guys, how did we get here? I literally left to the store for 5 minutes. What are we doing right now? What is this?
Well, what we're doing right now is just comparing something. Because I'm curious to see what the nutritional value is between convenience store food and the other food.
It's all the same. What do you mean? You can buy the same shit at the convenience store you can buy at the grocery store, except not vegetables. I mean, there's no difference.
Well, the milk is definitely looks like it's.
Thank you.
How is the milk different? It's all the same. It's all the same shit.
Michelle, they're both Cumberland Farms milk. Oh! Okay. Yeah. Well,
How about
that's right. Okay, so I bought 2 Cumberland Farms milk.
How about Rusty's milk, Michelle? Why don't you milk Rusty? See how nutritional value that is.
He doesn't have any milk. He's a boy cat. I'll be right
Sure he
back.
does. Sure he does.
That's right. These are the same milk. See, we used to
Why the
drink
fuck are we
32 milk
comparing
already.
milk?
Yeah.
Well, let's get
All right,
sugars
still.
out. Let's compare sugars.
Nutritional value.
What does Michelle care about nutritional value? She eats fucking frozen pizzas and candy all day and drinks a bit like pop. Well, I don't get why she's checking the value on. Can someone in chat tell me? Noodles, anybody? How did we get here? What part of? Let's hope the night show's not like this tonight, guys. Get those phones on. Get some shit going. Get a couple McDonald's in Michelle or something. I'll DoorDash or some McDonald's. A couple Macs. See how many she can take down. I think she could eat about 4 Big Macs. Get her some Macs. She's eating like a fucking college kid. We need to get her a good meal, guys.
See, everything is A-okay over here.
Now we're just gonna empty out the fucking fridge and look at nutritional values on shit. Is that what we're gonna be doing? Pop the goddamn chat bag out here. Okay. It's a great filler for the show, guys.
What are you using these for?
What?
You using these for?
It is that man.
Okay.
Savage.
What about
Huh?
Hopefully, we got something better planned for the night show tonight, Michelle. What are we gonna be doing on the night show tonight?
Yeah, World of Warcraft, finally. I thought we were going to play
Oh.
last night, but we didn't.
Oh no, you gotta do a regular show for Wednesday, Michelle. No one wants to watch World of Warcraft.
Kind of combination of a regular show and a World of Warcraft show. Is convenience store is not meant to produce a balanced diet. You know, that's not necessarily true that a convenience store can't have proper food either. So I can see what I'm trying to say is even though Ed went to a regular grocery store, he bought convenience foods. And I mean cheap shit. I gotta have my ham, I gotta have my chicken, I gotta have all this. Fine. Where's the vegetables? Vegetables? Oh, I got peas and corns in a can. That's loaded with salt. What about fresh peas and corn? Nah, I don't want a fresh. I don't want a husk corn. Oh, jeez. No. Maybe you're likely right. No, not too many other people would be doing this. Michelle, okay. Paul says she misses it. Do you have any? I have clips of him yelling at me. Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah, we'll get some Ed going here in a minute. I'm just packing up a quick bowl.
Don't worry about it. Point is,
no, Michelle. Oh no, Michelle. We're getting some Ed on the show. Love it. They miss Ed, Michelle.
Michelle, that computer's not working. Fix it.
We don't need you to do it, Michelle. That's just annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Don't do that. It's annoying.
That did irritate me. Kind of remind me of a scene there from Futurama when something breaks down. And Fry keeps asking for Leela to fix it, and she's like, I can't fix it. It's broken.
I'm a woman. I can't fix it. I'm a woman.
He doesn't like vegetables. He doesn't like himself. Yeah. That's why he's suffered nutritionally all those years of neglecting his vegetables. I don't know how he got to be like that. I don't know, but
Michelle, I don't think it was the fault of not eating vegetables. I think I was drinking too much, Michelle.
Who's drinking too much? And because American beer is not vitamin B fortified, he wasn't getting anything out of that beer. European beer by law has to be fortified with B vitamins. It's not in America, unfortunately.
I don't know if that was ever going to save him.
Oh my fucking god. Oh shit.
Yeah. So now he's gonna have to accept the fact that he's
Rip it out.
he's gonna have to accept the fact that he screwed himself up. Nothing I can do about that. You know, you decided to do that stupid shit. You decided to eat a bad diet.
Can you put like a spell on him or something like that?
For a spell, what kind of spell?
I don't know, like some kind of like get better spell.
Maybe you can have Melton hex him, Michelle, because whenever Melton has hexed me, I've had nothing but good luck. So maybe you should have Melton.
Well, I do want to see him be better, but I don't want to see him in my apartment. Okay, that makes any sense. And right now, they're working on getting him into another place.
You just literally said you
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, Michelle, you're hoping that he doesn't get better because he's going to show up back at your place?
No. I'm hoping he gets better, but I'm hoping that he'll find his own place. That's a different answer. I don't wish anyone to stay sick forever.
Michelle, you just said you missed him.
I do miss him, but I don't necessarily want him to live in my apartment that much.
Well, why did you invite him in the first place then?
Michelle, you think he's miraculously going to get better and then be like, yeah, I'm going to go find a place?
He's working with the case management team at the hospital right now. That's all I know.
Right. Well,
to get him into a program that would be more suitable for what he needs.
But Michelle, he's not going to get like miraculously better, leave the hospital, and then, you know.
No, he's not going to get miraculously better. No one said that.
All right. Probably going to be coming back to your house.
Because right now he physically can't even get up the stairs right now. Because of a torn stomach muscle. He can't get up the stairs.
So is it technically a hernia, Michelle?
It's a hernia, yeah.
Oh.
I don't think Michelle knows, to be honest. She don't keep up with that. She don't call Ed. She don't give a fuck about it. Michelle doesn't know what's going on with it. Michelle, when's the last time you talked to Ed in person? Probably since he went to the hospital, right?
Saturday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't call him. You didn't even tell anyone that he fell the other day. Like,
yes, I called him. And I tried to call him Sunday too, but he didn't answer the phone. So what am I supposed to do then?
I don't think you really care about Ed, to be honest, Michelle. You're just happy having your apartment back to yourself and your bed.
So why don't you go to the hospital and bring him like a care package?
Asshole.
So, for those of you who didn't see the message on Discord from Stan, which is the latest news, let me read it to you. There it is. The latest from Stan in the chat group.
dude, you got the balls.
He
You got the balls to
says
face me
up
outside tomorrow
here.
at 12 noon on Main Street. I dare you to meet me.
He said, Ed update Tuesday, May 17th. Ed is still a show of Hungerford Hospital. He'll probably remain there this week. He met with the caseworker, and she's trying to get him into a temporary rehab facility in Torrington to provide physical therapy and strengthening, as Ed is severely deconditioned. Duration of the rehab stay is undetermined at this time. After the rehab is completed, presumably Ed will be placed in an assisted living facility. Ed wanted to thank everybody for their well wishes and prayers. He hopes to be able to see his daughter on Father's Day. Now, you see,
If he does, I made that happen.
it might
I
make
made that
sense for him to move to Manchester, because then he would be near his family. So that will be interesting to see if that works out.
Grow up and act like adults.
If Ed gets to go see his family in Manchester.
How many kids have you fucked?
Oh, this is my biggest fear. Oh, this is interesting.
Is that a veteran, Michelle?
How many dicks do you suck?
It's just assumed, I guess. Okay.
Asshole.
Oh, yeah, okay. We're talking about Gianni. No, Gianni's a guy.
You're full of shit.
So, anyways, that's the story with that. That's where Aaron stands from Stan's report. So, he's not going to come back to Winstead. At least not to my apartment. But he may be eligible for the elderly housing in Winstead, which has access to elevators and things like that.
Yeah, I think you're just gonna have to lug him up and down the stairs for a while, Michelle.
So maybe you can get like a papoose and carry Ed around the apartment in a papoose.
There's no way I can carry a 277-pound person up my ass. No way.
He's 277.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you ever looked at...
Charles got a few bucks on him. I mean...
The funniest thing with Ed is he's got a belly on him. That's where most of his weight is. He's carrying a lot of bowling balls. Or propane tanks.
You're full of shit.
Craig says, I will not be coming back to Michelle's house. He has 4 to 6 weeks of physical therapy while they're placing him in a facility.
Never say never.
Right, exactly,
Never
Craig.
say never.
Imagine if he shows up doing like cartwheels in your apartment, Michelle.
No, it becomes like a reformed person, like a person.
Somebody asked me a question, what happens if I fill my apartment? I say we would have a Richter 5.0 earthquake. So
what would you do, Michelle, if Ed came running up the stairs and he's like, Michelle, I'm back, and he rips off his shirt and he's got washboard abs, ripping pecs, he looks like a real man. He's not going to
ever be like that. He's never going to be like that. Seriously, for a man to be like that, he had to be working consistently on his health for years, keeping up his health. It would take years for him to get to that point. By that time, the Undertaker will take him down and say, "You're done."
I have been in jail.
Oh man, I'm still paying for my gym membership. Well, it doesn't matter. It's your time to go, son. Did he find out if I get the shoes? What does that mean?
Dude, I'm a mafia person.
You got to get the shoes for Hobo, Michelle. Hobo wants a pair of Ed's shoes, just like I wanted as one of his train sets. You know, want some commemorative memorabilia to remember Ed by.
I'm sorry, I'm not giving out NFTs. I'm not doing
Yeah,
NFTs.
what's gonna happen to his trains?
He wants to give his trains to his grandsons.
Yeah, but what happens if Ed passes away today? Like, are you gonna put everything in like a box for his grandkid?
They're already in a
No.
box. They're already packed.
Yeah. I would just throw them in the garbage, Michelle.
Why don't you sell them?
No, because that's not what they're supposed to go right to his grandkids.
I would throw them in the garbage.
Oh,
I would throw them in the dumpster. Throw them in the dumpster behind Cumberland Farms.
I don't throw away stuff people leave
So you should
behind.
make like a video of you setting the trains up and then just stomping on them like that.
Now, on the other hand,
I'm the snow queen, and then just start.
Yeah, Michelle, bring them to Manhattan, and we'll put them on the streets, and you just crush them.
That'd be like a movie. It'd be like a Godzilla movie. It'd be great. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Like
what would Michelle do if he has a 12 Coke can dong? What the hell? You're talking about a PP that's 144 inches long, because the typical Coca-Cola can is about 12 inches tall.
Sure, Michelle, I heard you're a size queen. I heard you like the big boys, if you know what I mean. Big boys.
Well, speaking of big, if you actually...
Yeah.
Remember when you were, for those of you who watched me doing my music video, you saw that I'm a pretty thick person. Do you ever actually realize how close in some ways I look like the Vanya in my character? Somewhat.
You remind me of Gold Dust. You remember Gold Dust, the wrestler?
No. Is it a female wrestler?
No.
No, it was a guy, but you look exactly like Gold Dust.
Yeah.
Like a bloated version?
I don't know. Of course, I don't have thighs that can crush steel. I can crush steel in my thighs. Oh,
Still kind of reminds me of a combination of Bam Bam Bigelow and Luna Vachon put together. Like if you just mushed them.
Ric Flair's making a comeback, Michelle. We're gonna do one more match.
I didn't even see anything about Ric Flair, so...
You look like a really drugged up Ric Flair. Like if Ric Flair was really like...
there are collectors that buy trains. It's just a matter of finding the market. I'm not... If it came down to that, I would just probably give it to the local train shop and say, "Here, take them." I don't even want any money. Just get them out of here.
Local train shop? You have a local train shop?
Yeah, we have a local, but he mostly does with HO and N scale. So he doesn't really want O gauge. Because it's too big and it sits in his consignment shelf too long and he can't sell them.
Take them to the pawn shop.
Remember when Ed made them big... Michelle plunger it. Yeah.
Michelle, maybe me and Stan should come over there, get all of Ed's toy trains, put them in the car. We'll go to the hospital and just throw them in his hospital room. Say, you're a problem now.
Dump them in his bed.
No, I told Ed that I would work with his case management team to get the stuff out of here. So we're gonna do that. They're sitting in a closet. They're not in anyone's way for now.
Next to his musket and his black powder revolver.
What? Same thing with the chat. What? I mean, I gotta admit that you look at my I don't know. Sometimes I think about a lot of different things. Sometimes my mind right now is just going through a whirlwind of questions. You know, like what's going to happen now? What's the future hold? I don't know. When is the price of gasoline ever going to finally go back to normal, for example? That's a good question. People all over the world are asking that question. When are prices of food going to come down? Nobody knows the answer. Mothers still want to know why they can't get baby formula. Well, illegal immigrant mothers can get baby formula at the border, and the federal government's giving them away free formula to mothers across the border. I don't understand what this president's doing. He's fucking everybody over, and I'm really not happy with that.
So in that room, yeah.
And of course, then we got the electric bill. It's like, oh my shit, you know, that's $156. I gotta pay that.
It's nothing, Michelle. I just paid a $450 energy bill before I got on your show here today. $150 sounds like a treat.
Well, I might have to
This
take
is
some of the
payback,
money out of my
Michelle, 'cause you
savings and
voted.
throw at it.
You voted for Trump. This is payback. They're getting you back. They're hitting you in the wallet. Everybody that made all that money during Trump's presidency is losing it now, and this is payback. I'm telling you.
Are you talking about Biden or are you talking about Trump?
All the money
Trump
that people
still
made
got
when
it
Trump
together, honey. But Biden, no.
I made $70,000 with Trump. I lose $1,000 a month with Biden.
Yeah. Biden's also sick in the head, too. They should just impeach and get him out of there. Or the 25th Amendment, because clearly he won't even take a mental competency test. Trump did it. He passed it. Biden will not succeed. He's declined too far. And yet, they won't get rid of him.
You fuck me once, I'm done with you.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what happens if finally the Democrats wake up and realize that they gotta get rid of Biden. They're done. They're done. They're not gonna. There's very low opportunity for many of the Democrats are going to continue to have their seats in 2022 midterms. I don't see that coming up. Joe Biden says he wants to try to run for president in 2024, but his own staff are like, is this guy seriously sick in the head or what? Nobody's going to vote for you in 2024. You're a washed up old has-been. And surprise partner. It's against the Rock and Roll Express and a surprise partner. What's the Rock and Roll Express? I don't know what some of the stuff is you're talking about, guys.
Michelle, if Donald Trump and Joe Biden were hanging off a cliff, right, and they're screaming, "Save me, save me," which one would you save?
I'd say Trump first.
Yeah,
because I know he can make America great again.
But you let
politically
Biden
speaking,
die.
Politically speaking, right now Joe Biden is on a cliff, and he's about to be kicked over by his own party.
And they're screaming, "Save me, save me."
First of all, I know that Joe Biden is just not got it. He just wants to be old. He's in his old adage. Why doesn't he just retire and just fondle his grandkids like he loves to do so much and just leave the rest of America alone?
Whoa, fondle his grandkids. Whoa.
Yeah, he fondles the grandkids. He sniffs his own grandkids. He's an old, dowdy, old, has-been washed-up person.
Who's that, Biden?
Yeah. I mean, Donald Trump's already shown that he's got all his marbles. He took the test. He passed the test. He's got a clean bill of health. A little bit of a weight problem, but not too bad. You know.
I say Trump works.
And Trump works well. And even now, he's still advocating and still going out and doing rallies right now. Biden, I remember when I saw his campaign in 2020. Hi, I want to talk with you. You think you're presidential material? You sound like a guy who just woke up from a nap.
Michelle, can you do it? Can you do like a man's
He
voice?
doesn't have. No, Biden doesn't have what I call the commanding voice, a voice of authority, a voice that says, "We're going to do this." I could just see Joe Biden trying to do a Donald Trump type rally. We're going to fix the economy. Almost 30,000 people sit there like, "Is this guy serious?" And we're going to find a way to make things better, bring the economy up, bring more jobs to everybody. We're going to focus on green initiatives. Yeah, 30,000 people are going to be fleeing that stadium real fast. But Donald Trump, he fills those auditoriums and he backs them full because he's got the kind of voice that says, "I'm going to do it because I said we're going to do it." And people believe it because he uses his ability as a Gemini to totally command, and speech is one of his strongest points. And also, Donald Trump is a go-getter. He does what he says he's going to do.
The American dream.
What's left of it?
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes, the American dream.
So, Ed and Joe Biden are more similar than different unfortunately, when it comes to that. Except the difference is Ed can talk a big game, but the sad truth is his body can't play it.
Do you think you could beat Ed up? If you had to. Like if Ed swung on you, right? Like, do you think you could like beat the shit out of him if he swung on you?
Don't underestimate the power of my legs. I actually kicked Ed and knocked him flat on his ass just with my legs.
Really?
When was that?
He tried to get rough with me on the couch, and I kicked him and almost fell him right to the TV set.
How long ago was that?
About 3 years ago.
How did he try to get rough with you? Like, what did he try doing?
He was just
Did he try to
doing
sex?
stupid things, getting angry, saying, "I'm gonna kill you." Oh yeah, try. He tried. He didn't get anywhere, except a big bruised butt, and his head almost went through my CRT. Whew! I didn't know you're that strong. Oh yeah, I'm no pussy, honey. After all, you're dealing with a mule. You're dealing with the one that carries all the crap up and down the stairs all the time. So, but now I couldn't even get Ed to even get off the chair without basically giving himself a hernia, just trying to get off the damn chair.
Wait, did he try to get like sexual with you?
No.
On the couch? Or?
No. It was mad at me that day, and
yeah, but for what?
I don't remember why. Now it's been a while. I just remember the moment I kicked him almost into a TV set.
Was he drunk?
Yeah.
No. Did he have his pants down when he did
No,
this?
No, we didn't. Because we had
Did
We
he have
had a
his zipper
satellite
down?
dish back then. Wait a minute. We had a satellite dish back then, so it must have been earlier on, 2014 maybe.
Get ready, Michelle.
I miss my satellite dish. Please. I wish I could have my satellite dish so I could watch my favorite TV shows. Okay, it's not good for your health, right? Over 2,000 channels, and that's basically sitting there just staring at the TV.
That's the breaks, little man.
Yeah, 2,000 channels and nothing but infomercials.
Michelle, you want to see something?
What?
Check out this booger. Check out this booger that I pull out.
Oh, come on. No, we don't.
Eat it, Noodles. Eat it or you're a pussy.
Oh my god, look at the size of that thing, Michelle. Look at that.
Put it in your mustache, Noodles, and walk around with it 5 minutes. It's a dare.
Michelle, look how big that is. Look how big that booger is.
Beer.
Michelle, look at it.
So Noodles,
You see it?
you're a little bit of a redhead, huh?
Yeah, I'm like red beard.
Put it in your mustache,
Michelle,
Noodles.
look how big that is, Michelle.
Yeah.
It's the size of like a fucking like a cracker or a friggin' potato chip.
Whatever. Anyway, the point is that
What'd you do with it?
Threw it on the floor.
Oh, okay.
when you were in school, Noodles, let me ask you a question. When you were in school, what did you want to do? What was your dream job of doing when you grew up? When you were in school?
I wanted to be on YouTube. I wanted to be a professional YouTuber.
Well, okay. So, 16-year-old, that would be
Doing his dream job.
1996. You wanted to be a professional YouTuber.
Yeah.
At 16 years old, I wanted to be a radio DJ and a radio personality.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on for a second.
Kind of similar, except I would be on a local radio station covering the local music and TV show or talk shows and things like that.
You know what people always used to say? You know what I always used to tell the teachers, Michelle, when they'd say, "What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up?" You know what I would always tell them?
What?
Bigger.
Bigger. Well, in that sense, did you achieve your goal?
From the time that yeah, I guess I did.
I don't know. I always liked figure skating as a kid too, but I don't think I knew I never would be able to be a figure skater. I just didn't have the right balance on skates. But definitely wanted to be, as I said, 16 years old. I mean, you have to remember, that's a completely different time. MTV was the thing, Let's see, 68. At 16, 1984. You're talking about MTV was the thing, music videos, I love music videos. I always loved them. I always loved playing my own music and just daydream to records. And in my records, I'm dancing and partying and telling stories. And that's stuff like that. That's kind of what... I mean, so yeah, I was kind of influenced by the video thing too, but YouTube didn't exist yet. It was MTV in my generation.
Michelle, you want to see how big? You want to see how big my penis is, Michelle? No one else can see, right?
I'm clicking off as well, so go feel free to show her. Feel free to show her.
I don't want to see it. I'm not interested in seeing it.
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, so
right.
Isn't it so big?
Oh my God, Michelle.
Reaganomics was big in 1984. 1980 to 1984, Ronald Reagan in his first term was pushing SDI,
what did you think
pushing
about
Reaganomics, Wall Street.
Size of a baby arm.
Let's see, The Facts of Life was on TV. There was a few other TV shows. A lot of successful shows involving Wall Street, money. The movie Greed came out. Wall Street came out.
Look at it. Look at Michelle. I'll put some spit on it. I'll make it glisten.
I'm
Check it
no,
out.
no,
Look,
no, no. I'm not interested.
Oh
Sorry.
no, Michelle. Oh my God, Michelle, tell me when
oh
he's
yeah,
done.
look at that,
Oh
Michelle.
my God.
Look at it glisten, Michelle.
Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my God.
He's not showing his pee
Oh
pee
my
on
God.
camera right now, guys. Yeah, I know y'all look the same. It's just it was just a different time. Home computers, DC, Apple IIc, Apple IIe was still king.
Run the back life around you.
PC was just coming out in 1984. PC XT, I think the AT started to show up as the 286s.
So I got a private message from somebody. It's a woman. They want to know, is Noodles uncircumcised or circumcised? Did he?
I don't know. You still got a turtleneck on that thing?
Can you show Michelle your penis again, please, when you get to a?
All right, hold on. Let me spit on it to get all glistened up.
Switch it off. Hold on. All right.
Wait, hold
All right, Michelle, take a good look at it. Take a good look.
All right, Michelle, check it out. Michelle, look.
I'm
Look at
not interested, guys.
Michelle, take this. You know what, private messenger, you're gonna have to figure that one out for yourself. You're gonna have to inquire that information.
If you see a turtleneck around this, you know what? Then you know he's not circumcised.
I'm leaving that up to you, Michelle. You know,
I'm not interested.
I don't want to know Noodles that personally. You know, I mean, I don't mind him, but I don't need to know that much.
Michelle, look at
well,
these
if we're going to talk about males' appendages, what about you, Paul? What's the story with yours?
What would you like to know, Michelle? I'd love to tell you about my penis. I'm not going to show it to you, but I'd love to tell you about it.
Of course you would.
What would you like to know? I don't have a, what did you call it? A turtleneck? I don't have one of those. I don't have any schmagma. I'm a clean cut, good old American boy.
Well, I'm sure you keep it clean. Doesn't say you don't.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't use soap and water, Michelle. My penis doesn't respond to soap and water. It's kind of like a cast iron pan. I kind of just put some towels over it and just hit it really hard with some sand. So, I mean, I keep it as clean as I can.
You can use white vinegar, too.
Yeah, doesn't respond well to chemical. Yeah, I can try that. Try that.
I don't know. I never really.
Okay, how's with that?
And part of me says, like Irish Marie said, is you've seen one, you've seen them all. They're all pretty much the same.
Well, you know, you'd think that, Michelle. You would think that. But you know, they're.
I'm interested in more what's attached to that organ more than just
quite a collection
organ.
out there.
I mean, I'm looking at. I look for the whole package. I mean, what is the person like? Not what so much between what they got between their legs, but what
like
is
the
the
whole
person?
package, like the balls and the penis, like the whole package.
I mean, is a person a good, gentle, loving person with a good heart, charismatic?
No, that doesn't matter.
Or is he a mean son of a bitch that treats everyone like garbage? Now, obviously, the first guy is more likely to get my attention than the second guy.
That's not true, though, Michelle, because I've had women tell me personally, you're an asshole, but you got some good dick, so I put up with you. I mean, I've literally had people tell me that before. So it doesn't really matter to them. Like, some people just, I don't know what to tell you. Disagree with that statement. Anyway,
So
Michelle.
What if the body that's attached to it has hemorrhoids? You want to see my hemorrhoids, Michelle?
Oh my God!
Oh, let me spit on them.
So what's all right? I have a question.
Check this out.
No, what's that? In your next life? Yeah. Yes. We're not going to be together. Me and you are going to be separate people. I know that. But we're still going to be friends. But we're going to be separate people. Yeah.
Are you going to be friends with benefits?
What kind of a person... What kind of person would you want to look like? I mean, body-wise. I don't know. I kind of like the way Michaela looks. Which one? Even EU Michaela looks kind of like the original Michaela. Yeah. Brown hair, nice ears, eyebrows. Yeah. Nice leggy, skinny body. Yeah, but I also like Vanya too. Which Vanya? You got two Vanyas. The human Vanya is cute. She's a little smaller, kind of a blonde hair. It was named after People Piece's grandmother, by the way. That's in case you didn't know where the name Vanya came from. That was People Piece's great grandmother. And I got a chance to talk to her from the other side, and she was very, very kind, loving person. And we started talking on the other side about World of Warcraft, and she's like, "Well, it sounds interesting, but do me one favor." I said, "What?" I am not. I don't really think I feel like I'm appropriate for a warrior, but please don't make it where I start killing innocent players in the game. I don't want my namesake to be used as a killing as a player that kills other players. You mean in player versus player? She said, "Yeah." I said, "I'll try, but it's gonna be hard enough just trying to level up, which." As a warrior, and it is. I kept a promise. She never played PvP.
Sound here real fast, but I'll be back.
I did a battleground with her. That was something I might do again, but she keeps getting creamed in the battlegrounds repeatedly.
No.
Lily did not break up with me. No, we're talking about Michelle's next life. We're talking about what's going to happen after this life.
Yeah, but Michelle, whatever happened to that woman that used to go on your live stream? She's really heavy. She's got short hair. She picks her nose.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about Krista? Are you talking about Dory?
I don't know. She looks like a blueberry. She wore like a blue outfit. She has short black hair like a boy, and she picks her nose.
That's I don't know about picking the nose, but Krista has short cropped hair. She keeps her hair short. She has 3 kids. She's a mother. She's in the chat. Believe it or not, she is here in chat, or was here earlier in chat.
I just want to make sure she's okay. Did she gain all that weight when she got pregnant, or she was that fat?
She's always was a larger person, just like I am. Boy, you got something against plus size people? I mean, it's not our fault that we're built like that. Well, that's not entirely true. Yes, it can be our fault, but in Krista's case, it's not her fault. All right, but in my case, it's kind of is and kind of isn't. All right, I'm thick. Okay, let's be honest here. I'm not skinny, but it doesn't matter. As I said, it's not what's. I'm more interested what's inside, what makes the person than what's on the outside.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And of course, me and Chris are just friends because she's already married. She has as I said, she already has 3 kids. 2 of them are staying with their mother. 2 and 1 is staying with her and her husband.
I just want to know when she put on all that weight. I mean, she always like that, or?
She's not really that overweight. Noodles. Trust me. You want to see overweight? Look at Dory. Now, Dory
Did you know that Michelle used to date
fatter than Krista's. No, I did not break up with Michelle. I said to Michelle, in the next life, since we're going to be separate lives, because that was decided on.
You guys hear me? Hello? All right, there we
that
go.
I asked Michelle what was she looking forward to her next life, and she was trying to answer the question, what she wants to look like.
Does Krista have any health problems? She looks like she's got something going on with her.
Noodles, I'm going to say this much. She has a medical team. She goes into her appointments. She does what her doctors tell her to do. Okay? Her health is being monitored by her professionals.
Why does she
Okay?
have a team?
And she's a good person, and she goes out of her way, and she helps me out the best she can, because she knows I need help now and then. Okay?
Maybe she
In
thinks
fact,
that, like,
let's be honest, if I was the same height Krista was, I wouldn't exactly be small. I would be very, very, very rotund. You would definitely know.
yeah, but maybe she's hanging out with you because she thinks that she's hotter than you, and that's the reason why she hangs out with you. So when she's walking around town, everyone thinks that she's the hot one.
No, knock it off.
And that is a tactic some women do, Michelle. I mean, I've done it with some of my friends before, you know, like, hey, come on, let's go out to the bar, I'll buy you a couple drinks, you know, and then it's like next to them by comparison, like, how could a woman not pick me, you know? I mean, I've done that before.
And Chris is telling you to shut up right now and chat, Noodles.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's funny. I don't even think it's nice that you're making fun of her. She does a lot to help people out. She's a good-hearted person.
I think he was just asking about her. I don't know if he was necessarily making fun of her, Michelle. He's just asking, you know.
You normally don't see people that big, so I was asking.
First of all, Noodles, you're a Capricorn. Okay, like my sister was, my late sister. You're not that different from my late sister. You're always judging, clarifying, quantifying, analyzing, looking for some modus operandi, trying to determine why people do what they do, judging other people because you guys can't accept judging your own selves. And Noodles, I mean, seriously. Well, what killed my sister in the end? A heart attack. Why? I could be because, one, she clearly had a bit of a weight problem. Why did she have a weight problem? I don't know.
Was she bigger than Krista?
What? No.
Was she bigger than Krista?
I would say she was getting closer to Dory's size, actually.
Wait,
she was
Dory
a housewife.
Krista?
She had a good life. She took care of 8 kids. 8 kids. So she didn't have much time outside of the house because she was raising 8 kids.
Michelle also dated a morbidly obese man named Robert. I don't know if you know about Robert Noodles.
Yeah, I remember my morbidly obese boyfriend. Thank you very much.
Those were your words, Michelle.
Also an Aquarius, by the way.
Those were your words. Those were your words, Michelle. I'm just repeating.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not trying to be mean.
He and I kind of got along. What the problem was is that his cousin, which was his conservator, basically didn't like me very much. Because I saw things in her cousin that I saw as a man that was being kind of prevented from showing his good skills. But the problem was he's got a lot of bad skills to go along with the good skills. And that was the reasons why I see why he ended up being a conservator. But the truth is that that was a disaster. Just leave it at that.
All right.
Krista says, Noodles, shut up. That's not why I hang out with Michelle. I don't think anybody's better or anyone's better looking than one or the other. Shut up. I agree with you, Krista. I agree with you. Noodles, I think, honestly, you demonstrated exactly why Capricorns and me never get along. Because
I'm not picking. I'm just asking a question.
Do you realize that in Major Arcana, the card that's associated with Capricorn is the Devil card? Yeah.
Michelle, I don't believe in astrology, Michelle. You believe in astrology. because you worship the devil. I don't worship the devil. I worship the God Creator, Jehovah.
You worship the God, the Creator, so do I.
Yeah, but his name's not Satan. His name's
But
Jehovah.
I would always make sure you understand that when we're talking about the devil card, doesn't mean that you worship faith in it. It means that it's associated with your sign.
You're dancing with the devil every single time you play with those cards, Michelle. And Chris does dancing with diabetes every single time she orders a pizza.
She doesn't order a pizza on a regular basis. I don't even order pizza on a regular basis anymore. Right now, during this time of the month, we don't even have the money to order anything.
What is?
Because the donations are not there.
Michelle, you've got plenty of donations, Michelle. Though.
I know. I know we got donations, but I'm talking about going out.
Billy donated like $100.
I don't need a reminder what was donated. I'm just saying I got to pay the utility bills. Okay?
Everyone else does too. We all do
I know we all have them too.
Right. I just paid a $450 bill, a utility bill, Michelle. I mean, I can't sit and listen to people complain about paying bills. Something everyone has to do.
All right. Anyway, listen. All right. I'm gonna get ready to
needs
wrap
a
it
gym
up for now,
membership.
guys.
I'll buy her
So,
one.
panel, I'll talk to you, panel, later. Okay.
Oh, Michelle's getting mad.
So you guys can talk to each other. All right. So. No, I agree with you, Krista. This is ridiculous. Noodles is trying to start shit. All right, just accept that. That's what he does. It's bullshit. Right now, I gotta go take the garbage out this morning. And, still got about 15 minutes to 12. I started a little early, so. I don't know why he's so critical of you, Krista. I don't know why. I think because he realizes that Krista's trying to help you get things done. And he's hoping if he pissed you off, that maybe then you would stop helping Michelle. Michelle wouldn't get the help she needs, and Michelle would crash. That'd be bad. That would be bad. Michelle, you're being a signist. Well, I study everything. I look at everything. I look at the traits of the people I know, and see. I compare, contrast. That's the Virgo Aquarius to me doing that. Categorizing, organizing for traits. Kyle says to Michelle, Ed's still in the hospital. They're trying to give him into a program for rehab. For rebuilding his strength in his body, and also trying to give him good, safe, quality assisted living facility. Ain't no stimulus check. Biden ain't giving no stimulus check. Except that Biden isn't doing nothing to help the people. He's just your typical Democrat politician nut job. He's not focusing on the people. He's focusing on himself. I know the Republicans can be like that too, but the truth is that Biden is demonstrating that he's not for the people. His Build Back Better is Build Back Worse. And that's what he's done to this country. I have 3 Virgos in my chart. I only have 1 Aquarius. Right. And all I got is Aquarius and no Virgo. Right. People have been oppressed. We have been destroyed. Lack of knowledge. Me and my congregation, we have. I already did. Jesus is my brother. On the spiritual level, he is my brother. All right? I work with Divine Mother and Father God every day. It's just important. Because one thing I learned is that in this crazy world right now, if you don't have faith in God, you're screwed. Period. My moon sign is Leo. Leo. Yes, Leo is my moon sign. Let me pull out my chart. I can show it to you. You know, there's the old internet saying it says, show it or it never happened. Let me get that up for you guys to see this. Let me pull it up here. Stored on big downloads. I know where it is. We still gotta back up the hard drive someday soon. Oh. The problem is, back it up on what, Loam? I got terabytes of stuff here. I don't even know where I would back it up to. I don't know. Where would you back it all up to? I have no idea. I'm pulling up my chart now here. Microsoft Michelle's natal report. There we go. Okay, let's get this on the screen. We're going to look at my natal chart. Okay, gonna click on this gear, go to preview. Let's see. Restream. Alright, we're not gonna show the whole damn report. Michelle, what? Oh, okay. You gonna edit the filters on that? Yes, I do. Alright, I will. Just give me a second here, Lim. Filters. Okay. Crop pad, scene 3. Return to defaults. Oop, there we go. Done. Good enough for this. Can we zoom it in bigger so people can see that? It's going to be awfully small with 640 by 360. Absolutely. I will zoom this in for you bigger. Alright, so let me see if I can blow this up a lot. Where's the plus key? Right here. Zoom it up. Alright, so let's go scroll on down. Alright, here we go. I gotta shrink it down a little bit, guys. It's a little bit too small, a little bit too big. And let's pull this zoop this way. Alright, perfect. So you can see here is the sun, Aquarius, moon is Leo, Mercury is Aquarius again. First house ascending is Sagittarius, second house is Capricorn, third house is Pisces. Fourth house is Aries, fifth house is Taurus, sixth house is Gemini, seventh house is Gemini, eighth house is Cancer, ninth house is Virgo, and midheaven is Libra. Okay? Venus is Capricorn, Mars is Pisces, Jupiter is Virgo, Saturn is Aries, Uranus is Virgo, Neptune is Scorpio, Pluto is Virgo, which is pretty common for people of my period of time I was born. Lilith is Taurus, and Node is Aries. The sun is in the second house, moon is in the eighth house, Mercury is in the second house, Venus is in the first house ascension sign. Mars is in the third house. Jupiter is in the eighth house again. Saturn is in the third house. Uranus is in the ninth house. Neptune is in the XI house. That's what? 11th house. Pluto is in the ninth house. So it looks like you have a couple houses that have a couple interesting crossovers. Just really interesting. That's the information. With COVID-19, by the way, okay, I do not have diabetes and I do not eat pizza every day. No, I know you don't. Dory had type 2 diabetes and she didn't eat pizza every day either. What's your moon sign? I just showed this guy. As Dave says, it's not the government's job to look after the people. It's the people to look after themselves. And what is the purpose of the government? The government was created by the people, for the people, to help keep people safe. When they understand. I have a theory on the shortage of baby formula. No more abortions means more babies. Except it hasn't happened yet. Women can always be spayed, you know. If she really wants to seriously do that, then she can go down to her doctor, get a radical hysterectomy, problem solved. No babies. She can get all the play she wants. Same thing with the men. He can get neutered. Problem solved. Like doing the pin. I don't know about that, but well, it doesn't make any sense. Not all people want to die. That's horrible. Some people just want to see the world burn. Yeah, unfortunately. And President Joe Biden isn't doing anything to help American people right now. It upsets me. You see, he's so worried about other countries, but he won't help his own country. Well, government has a long history. It has existed for a long time. People created government as the government was to be like a protection. That's why we had kings and we had palaces and castles and things like that. That still mentality still reigns supreme. That's why we have kings and queens and presidents and congresses, and because we feel that we need to have the protection of a government behind us. What he can use the War Powers Act. He could basically tell other companies, for example, the baby formula thing, tell the other food industries to get out there and start making stuff. The FDA could give them the instructions, the requirements of what they need to make, and then those companies could start making baby formula. Also, they could definitely expedite Abbott Laboratories to get the doors open as fast as possible to get more baby formula out. They would have to really seriously ramp up production. The problem is it's still going to be a deficit. Is Abbott Laboratories makes more formula. I know that, but whereas, like, he's not actually talking to the food conglomerates. That's just it. Whereas that's what he needs to do. He needs to get all these food industry people together in one room and say, okay, what can we do to solve this problem now? What can we do to get more formula out to the people that need it for the babies? And it's not going to solve the immediate problem. It's going to take a while. I did see your comment there, Skynet, but I think that Andrew Fauci isn't even the issue here. Right, but the FDA is the one that's going to give them permission to make it or not. That's the problem. See, American government is all messed up. It's kind of a combination of a oligarchy and a kind of a combination of a socialist system where businesses run the roost in the sense that they have the super PACs, but you also got people want government to regulate these businesses to make sure that they're in compliance. And in this case, it's creating a problem. Well, it's a long problem. It's going to be a long time before someone can come up with enough production to feed all those babies. I don't know how mothers and fathers are going to do it. I don't know how they can solve it, except they're going to have to take advice from their ancestors. Maybe they're going to have to feed the baby, make homemade baby formula, or maybe they're going to have to go ahead and start serving baby other kinds of things. There's not much of a choice here. Breastfeeding is still an option if there's enough breast milk. And that sometimes happens if mother doesn't make enough breast milk. I don't think people are going to forget. 2022 was messed up year. 2021 was not as messed up, but it was still bad. 2020 was just the beginning of the mess up. And people really seriously are looking for answers. And you're right, Joe Biden is not suitable at giving him the answers. Which is shameful, because I think that we need to seriously start asking ourselves when we go into the polls on election Tuesday, November 2022, in the midterms, is these congressional critters doing anything for the American people, or are they only focusing more on themselves and their special interests? No doubt. And it ain't that slow. Just basically, that's where it is right now. It's all a mess. It's all a mess. And it's not going to be fixed unless we get a commander-in-chief in the Congress that seriously says, we need to fix this now. No. We're not the United States of Africa, because even Africa is not united. We are a country that one time lost its mojo, and that's the sad reality of it. Same thing with Europe. Europe is going down the shitter too. EU Commission, EU government is not doing any better. The problem is we've taken too much of our Constitution and turned it into toilet paper. Well, the Constitution says we have certain inalienable rights, but it seems that Congress is always finding ways to strip them away. We need to get... People have got to wake up to the reality of what's really happening. It's the reality. And that's why an election Tuesday comes in America in November, and you get down to the polls and you vote. You vote like your life depends on it, because it does. We got to find the right candidate that is going to help keep this country strong. I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat, but if it's an incumbent that's already been in power and always demonstrating that they can't do their job, they gotta go. That's a lot of people won't even do that. To just vote for the same old because it's easier. Democrats vote for the Democrats because they think all the Democrats are for the people when they're not. The Democrats are not for the people anymore. What we really seriously need to get into the polls and basically, when we do a little forms or however you vote in your area, check marks, levers, little check boxes, whatever, filling in the bubbles regardless of the form. You're going to get in there and you're going to say, that guy that's been in there for, say, Schumer, Chuck Schumer, you live in this district, he's got to go. He's been around too long. What's his opponent like? Is the guy focused on serving the American people and serving the Constitution? Is he a Republican? Or even if he's just another Democrat, is he a Democrat that clearly has a better vision of what this country needs to do? You gotta vote for the right guy. There already is famine in the United States because of a lot of reasons. One, there's the colder months ahead that we're seeing right now is going to make growing food extremely difficult. Two, the shortage of farmers willing to plant seeds because of the colder season. A lot of them can't even afford to plant the seeds because the seeds got expensive, very expensive. Fertilizer, which is number 3, a lot of it comes from overseas. It's gotten to be too much money. And even if they plant seeds, fertilizer, they're not going to get the crop yields that they need. Okay? 4, price of fuel, getting the food product to market and for running the harvesting machinery. The diesel fuel is too expensive. So which means that a price that the farmer is going to have to charge for finished products of wheat, for example, is going to be a lot higher than people are going to want to pay. Same thing with dairy cattle. Dairy farmers, when they have to pay for the grains and the silage to feed the cattle, they're going to have to get a lot of that stuff, and it's going to cost more. Everything is going up. And the problem is that everybody likes to blame one side or the other side. But when you look at the whole system, how it's all interconnected, it makes sense. It is mutually assured economic destruction. Mutually assured economic destruction, or MEAD. Okay? Because everything is so interconnected and the system is broken. And because the system is broken, other parts of the system are not keeping up. It's like a dress that's unraveling. Okay? It's coming apart. The only way, seriously, to prepare for this is Americans have to accept that there's no more such thing as just-in-time delivery. There's no way to continue the things as they were in the past. Those days are coming to an end. It's scary, but it's real. And like now, Carlos, you're looking forward to a stimulus check that's not coming. Because right now, even though the Senior Defense League says we need the checks for those on disability retirement, they're not going to get them. Because the Democrats are focused on things that have nothing to do with helping people during this crisis. It's a shame, but it's a reality. If anything you gotta do in this world, you gotta just gonna have to hunker in your bunker. You're gonna have to hunker down, and you're gonna have to gnash your teeth and find another way to come up with solutions because the government is not there. It's too wrapped up in stupid policies that don't help the American people at large. Sorry, it's not the kind of good news people like, but it's the truth. And that's the reason why, Americans are feeling disenchanted right now and scared. Because they have a right to be scared. They thought the government was going to bail them out. No. Over and over and over again, alarmists to warn you. Over and over again, prepare. Have food on hand. Have supplies you need on hand. They're going to find themselves looking in the pantries going, I don't have any food on hand. I thought there were just a bunch of crack jobs. No. All the stuff that I would normally have bought is out of stock at the store. I don't have extra whatever it is you need, and I can't get it at the store. What am I supposed to do now? There's not much you can do now, except hunker in the bunker. And you're going to have to just accept that there are shortages that are coming, that have been here since 2020. Since 2020, we've seen this. And it's not going to go away. Yeah, Fauci's got to go. But we already know that. But, when you get in the polls, any change you make by voting for better people is a start. It may not fix everything. It won't fix everything. Throw the incumbents out. Throw out the bums that have been sitting there collecting our tax money for decades. It's time to get new, younger people in there. Even if they don't necessarily know their ass from a hole in the ground, at least it'd be better than keep voting for the same old farts that don't even do anything for us. That's important. Alright, guys, so here's the deal for tonight. Wednesday night, we are going to have a show. It's going to be a little chilly outside, so it's going to be in-house, obviously. And I hope we can get some World of Warcraft in sometime. Now, by the way, I started off saying something this morning. I'm going to finish saying that. I think it's going to be getting close enough to the time where I can consider buying my first truck in American Truck Simulator. I have to see how much a basic day cab truck costs. I got about $47,000 in the game. And maybe, just maybe, I might have enough to buy a basic day cab truck for daytime deliveries. But that's something I'm going to look into. But for now, I'll see you guys tonight. Stay out of trouble, and I will see you later. And maybe we'll play some American Truck Simulator today. I don't know. Gotta take care of the garbage first. I gotta take care of the garbage first. All right.